it made the best of it.
Made the best of it.
Well, with bad advice. I mean, he made the best of it once he went to war. There's not much you can do after that. You can't just go, oh, my bad, everybody back.
Right, right, right.
You gotta play it
We're just
out.
we're gonna keep going with this.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
know.
you gotta.
You
It's
gotta
like it's like
at
if
some
we
point.
thought Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor, but it turned out it was Canada. You gotta play it out. You can't just say, oh, my bad. You gotta roll with it and just keep on going.
Roll with it.
Roll
Well,
with it.
I mean, we had prior knowledge, right?
Oh yeah, everybody knows that.
And that's crazy, though. I mean, they don't teach that, like, in school.
College they do. They
Do they
don't.
teach
They
it in
don't.
college?
They don't in grammar school and in high school. But yeah, college they do
Why do you think that? Why do you think they don't let that out to the kids?
because well they don't put it in textbook. I don't know. I guess why don't they put it in textbooks? I don't know because textbooks in high school and in grammar school they don't really get into the philosophy of things.
Well, they're in the back, right? That's the modern things are like in the back. We never got past like
You never get
the
to this
Civil
stuff.
War.
No, but
You always have to start
they
over.
don't they don't. I mean, there's philosophical reasons why and philosophical questions that come into play why things happened in history, um, like in England. Some of the big bombings in England they knew were going to happen, and Winston Churchill had to decide whether or not to warn everybody that the bomb runs were coming or let it happen to avoid letting Germany know that they had stolen the what's the translator thing called,
The Enigma machine.
the Enigma. Instead of so to make sure that they didn't know they had the Enigma, they had to let the cities be bombed. Otherwise, it would tip off Germany that they were basically listening to everything they were saying.
Mm,
So it was either let a lot of English people die in a bomb run, or maybe perhaps let a lot more die by not being able to know what's going on anymore. So
oh, I was not aware of that.
oh yeah, that was something. I mean, I'd heard about it in history, and stories, books and things, but that was a big in one of my philosophy classes in college. That was one of the big questions. Was it right to do that? Um,
Right.
no, letting people die in the hopes that you're maybe going to save more later, or end the war and win the war.
Right.
And that's a tough call. And I
What'd
mean,
you come up with?
what did I come up with?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough call because I don't I guess he did the right thing. They won, but
Well,
I mean, who's to say? Who's to say? I mean, basically, you're saying who lives and who dies, and
right, right.
it's not an easy call. It's just like dropping the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You're going to kill thousands and thousands of people in the hopes of saving thousands and thousands of American lives
Right.
and
So we
Japanese
didn't
lives
have to
in war.
invade.
Yeah, and yeah, it probably would have, but was it the right thing to do? Who knows?
Yeah, that's a hard one to, you know, say, hey, well, it's American lives versus, you
Yeah,
know,
but then we're the only country that's ever used nuclear weapons on anybody.
yeah, how about that?
Not a label you wanna be proud of.
Yeah, we're hanging on to that title.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that we're so adamant about not letting these other crazy countries get them because they might use them.
Right. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
if I recall,
Yeah. That's why fear is a lot of politics. It's scaring people into believing what you want them to believe. Fear is a good motivator.
oh, well,
Just
fear
just
is,
ask Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh.
yeah, they make their money fear mongering.
Fear mongering. Yeah.
I mean, not even, I don't know. It's fake, you know. I think personally, I would rather face the enemy, like i.e., um, you know, versus like we had the discussion about TSA. You know, I
Well,
would
they're
think
not
that
the enemy,
reasonable,
Lenny.
huh?
TSA is not the enemy.
TSA is the
No, they're
enemy.
not the enemy.
Um, I would, I think that I would keep my personal liberties. I will not give up any personal liberties. You know,
Right. And you don't
versus
have to.
no, but then I de facto restrict my freedom of movement.
It's just like going onto a military base. You waive a lot of your rights. And the sign's posted right at the gate. You know, your consent to search and everything else when you go in there. Basically, you're waiving that right. And just like flying, and you're waiving that right to your right to privacy at that point.
True. Now, I do somewhat agree to that. Agree with that.
Now, let me remind you. Of course, the right to privacy is not called out in the Constitution.
But you have a right to unreasonable search and seizure. Yes, I had this discussion with my father a long time ago.
Yeah, that was something that was interpreted by the Supreme Court. I'm not saying I don't agree with it. I do, but it actually was not called out in the Bill of Rights.
Right, because I think that would have been problematic.
Well, there's just so many things you can't. I mean, you can't incorporate everything, and you can't know the future. Like I'm sure when they were drafting the Bill of Rights and the right to bear arms, they had no idea about grenade launchers and flamethrowers and machine guns. And
are you saying you don't need one?
I've already got one. Why would I need another?
Okay.
No, but I mean, they had no way. There's no possible way they could have known that. You know, that was the future. But I'm pretty sure they would not think that people just need to have that kind of equipment.
Oh, you know what? I think absolutely. I think you're wrong there. I think I really do. I think that the concept was that.
Concept was you could keep up with the military, so the military couldn't take over.
Right. And
okay, the military has nuclear weapons. Should people be allowed to have nuclear weapons?
Well, that's a little bit extreme.
Yeah, where does it end? Is the civilian going to be able to take over and fight if the military goes against them? Not going to happen. Military is too powerful. The only way you could do it is with using your mind and reason and getting them to turn on themselves. You're not going to do it with might and muscle. It's going to have to be words.
Yes.
It's not going to be a Red Dawn. That's not going to work.
I
know you want it to work.
Well, yeah.
I know you want it to happen.
No, I'd rather it not happen, actually.
But if it does, you really want in on.
Oh, I want in on the ground floor.
Mm-hmm. Now, which side do you want to be on?
The good guys.
Mm-hmm. The good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which side is that?
That's the Constitution side.
That's the teenage kids.
Restoration of a republic.
You're gonna be with the high schoolers.
Yeah, I'll be with Jeb and and Danny and
that girl
and Jennifer Grey.
Yeah. Do some dirty dancing.
Yeah. I think everybody they went right from Red Dawn to Dirty Dancing.
That's right.
Must have been a relief for them.
Now Patrick Swayze was in that too, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, both him and Jennifer Grey. That's funny.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, I was trying to think of everybody that was in that. And who's the C. Thomas Howell?
I think that's Danny.
I don't remember all their names.
He his father I think died, and then Jeb and his brother Jeb was
get the shotgun. We're not gonna let this happen. You boys go into the hills.
Avenge me! I gotta get
that movie was so bad.
There's a T-shirt. That you could get that says "Avenge me."
Oh, God.
Yeah, I still want that T-shirt.
Oh, that was just awful.
What?
That movie was awful. I mean, it was fun. It would get your blood pumping. But if you analyze the movie and not get emotionally involved, like I know you probably do every time it comes on.
It
was really awful.
The communists? How long have you been a communist?
I love the Cuban communists. Cuba invades.
Yeah. We're gonna put you.
What did that guy say? He hated the cold.
The committee. We're gonna put you before the committee.
Have me executed. Have me executed.
How long have you been a communist?
Yeah. It was just so ridiculous. Oh man.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, you think Red Dawn wasn't ridiculous?
No,
Did it
not at
happen?
all. What?
Did it happen?
No, it did not. No, it
No,
did not
no, it did not
happen.
happen. And if it did, half dozen high schoolers from where were they from? Montana or something?
Colorado.
Colorado. Are they going to be able to stop it?
No, they didn't stop it. I mean, it
No,
happened.
it didn't happen.
No, I mean, in the movie.
But at the end of the movie, they had stopped it because the monument was up and the flag was flying. They
Well,
won.
that was eventually. It was they were a part of the
The movement,
rebellion.
yes. They,
You know.
yeah, but I'm just saying it was a bad movie. It's fun to watch.
Take that back.
It was fun to watch.
I threatened to push somebody down the stairs because they hadn't seen the movie.
Because what?
Because they hadn't seen it.
Uh-huh. I
I
saw.
threatened to push them down the
It's fun.
stairs.
I'll tell you this: it was fun to watch, but it was not a good, well-written movie. Part of the problem is Patrick Swayze sucked as an actor. Oh God.
You know, he's in that Roadhouse.
Oh
You
God,
watch
that's another
Roadhouse?
one. No, that was so awful. He can't act. Even in Ghost, he wasn't good.
That he does. I was not dating any woman at the time, so I was not forced to watch it.
I watched it, and I mean, it was a good movie, but he's just not a good actor.
Did a woman make you watch it?
No, no, I don't think so. I think it was just because it was popular.
You watched it on your own?
I believe so. I don't remember when I saw it. I saw it. I didn't see it in the theater or anything. I must have seen it on HBO or one of those. So and that was a long time ago that came out. Of course, he was still alive at the time. So
Go figure, right?
I'll tell you, the best acting Patrick Swayze ever did was when he did the Chippendales tryout on Saturday Night Live. That was the best. With Chris Farley, that was the best acting ever. That was just hilarious.
That was so ridiculous.
Oh, it was excellent. They're crying and hugging each other.
He was he was telling how much better Chris
Better
Farley
Chris
was.
Farley was, yeah. Chris Farley's running in place and falling down.
Oh,
That was good stuff. That was funny stuff. Chris Farley,
Farley.
that was a good funny guy.
Yeah.
What else? What else we got?
We could talk about the pink slime.
The pink slime.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna stop talking about Dick Cheney.
Yeah. We just, well, yeah. Will we stop talking about Dick Cheney? I think Dick Cheney's got this coursing through his blood too.
The pink slime.
Pink slime.
It's probably
But
great.
I guess it's actually called in the industry. It's called finely textured. Wait, lean, finely textured beef.
Now
And
the
it's
the PETA people and the anti-meat people they're the ones that are all up in arms against this, right?
no, I think it's people who eat beef.
Oh, I eat beef.
Now they claim that this does not get put into the USDA grade A,
Mm-hmm.
but if it doesn't, I don't know. I don't think I've seen at the store that they sell it.
Well,
Anything else?
I thought they made. What are they saying they do with it?
Oh, they put ground beef.
It's an additive for hamburger.
Yeah.
Now, this is like just they go around the floor and they scrape up the lips and assholes, and they grind them all up, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like hot dogs.
Well,
And then the big thing that they're complaining about is that they disinfect it with ammonia.
yeah. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. But I don't see the problem.
Ah, dude.
Is it because it's pink? Because they're really up in arms that it's pink. It seems
No,
like
I
the big.
think it's because you're getting something that you're not expecting. It's not. I mean, it's not a good surprise.
When you're eating anything, if you're not eating a steak or a chicken leg or a chicken breast or something like, if it's coming in a tubular shape, you know
Right.
it's lips and assholes.
You know, that's kind of funny because, like I think about 3 or 4 years ago, I stopped buying ground beef. Actually, I started only buying ground Angus, ground
Chuck?
sirloin, ground
Sirloin,
sirloin,
okay.
and a lot of